Hi everyone, I am Dr. Elizabeth Dulemba and I'm the Director of the Graduate Programs in Children's Literature and Illustration, and I'm so happy to have Lucy Ruth Cummins here, Executive Art Director at Simon & Schuster, who's also this year's winner of our Margaret Wise Brown Prize for 2024. Welcome, Lucy Ruth Cummins.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
And congratulations on your win for Our Pool.
Thank you so much. It's a super honor.
Yeah, and you were the author and the illustrator.
I did all of it, yes.
How many books have you done now?
I think so I counted recently, I feel like it's 17, and that has the feeling of truth, but it might not be right. It's
17.
Something more than 15.
Wow. And I remember meeting you, I think we figured out it's over a decade ago.
Yes, that's right.
At a Southern Breeze conference for SCBWI in Atlanta, and this was before you had started publishing, so it just kind of took off. I've been watching your career. It's been wonderful.
Yeah. So I tell people that I have a day job and a night job because I do the work at a publisher working on children's books from my 9 to 5, and then I feed my children dinner, and then I start my next job, which is making books.
Wow. So how late into the evenings are you typically working?
Depending on the deadline, sometimes I see the sun come up. And then sometimes on that day, my husband will say, "Oh, you seem a little not yourself." And I'll say, "Yes, I saw everyone in this house go to bed, and I did not."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's worth it, because it's if you had to be doing work in the overnight hours to make children's illustrations, I mean, it's the coolest.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Yeah.
What was your path into it?
So when I was in college, I studied graphic design, communications design, and so at that time, this is the late 90s, many people were going into identity and magazines, and so that was kind of the path I thought I was taking. But as we know, the media path went away from magazines. The work didn't really exist anymore by the time I finished my degree. And so when I was a third-year student in art school, I was studying a little more illustration, and I got an opportunity to work at Simon & Schuster as an intern. And when I was interning at Simon & Schuster, I worked on self-help books, which weren't my interest. But in that context, I had an opportunity to talk with one of the editorial director in children's about that work. And when I saw what they were doing in terms of matchmaking text with illustration, I was so smitten with the idea. And so when I was coming around to the end of my degree program, I started as a junior designer in the children's division. And so that was a phone answering job and a receiving artwork job, but my love of the form was really minted there. And then working alongside editors and art directors, I really started to learn how storytelling with pictures works and pacing. And so once I'd kind of gone through the university of working on other people's projects, I felt I had enough to offer as a bookmaker, and that's how I started making my own projects.
And your first title was?
A Hungry Lion or a Dwindling Assortment of Animals.
I remember that. When it came out, we were all like, "Oh my gosh, she does it all well."
That one was very funny because I remember saying to a friend, "I'm considering calling this book A Hungry Lion or a Dwindling Assortment of Animals." And the friend said, "What if you called it A Hungry Lion or a Dwindling Assortment of Animals?" And I thought, well, that's much funnier than what I had in two pieces. So that's how it all started.
Yeah. So what was the inspiration for Our Pool?
Our pool is based on the McCarran Park Pool, which is our neighborhood pool in Brooklyn, New York. It's a football field-sized swimming pool that's open to the public, and it opens as soon as the school year ends, and it closes as soon as the school year begins. And it's a real oasis in our neighborhood. It's completely free. And it's completely phone-free in the sense that you lock everything up and just go for a swim. The other thing that it offers children in our neighborhood is free lunch. And so it gives me goosebumps because it's so important. The way that they offer a free lunch in our neighborhood is they pass it out. They don't make you ask or say you're hungry. They just extend a bag to anybody who looks like they're under 18.
Wow.
So it serves a lot of needs, especially for children during the summer when they might not be getting a school lunch. And so my son Nate and I, who he's now 8.5, we'd gone swimming there from the time he was an infant. And because my natural instinct is to frame things as picture books, we were swimming one day when he was about 3, and I thought, I think this might be one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And automatically I knew that I wanted to make a picture book that was situated in that space. And so that's how I came to make the book.
Very cool. Do you mind reading the book for us?
I would love to read the book.
Great.
So this is my book, Our Pool, by Lucy Ruth Cummins, who's me. Our Pool. I wake to the sun streaming through my windows, and from the moment I open my eyes, I can tell it's a pool day. On our walk, we stop and grab bagels for later. I hold Mom's hand and try not to run, but it's hard. There are lots of other families and folks heading our way too. Everyone is sweating and smiling and skip-stepping toward our pool. First stop is the locker rooms, where clothes come off lickety-split and swimsuits go on lickety-splitter. Lockers clank and locks ka-chunk, and then we beat bare feet across the hot pavement, slap, 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 to the pool's edge. Stop! Sunblock! Like a fish out of water, I'm suddenly flopping, flailing, straining toward the pool's edge as Mom coats me from head to pinky toe in slippery, slimy sunblock. Everyone gets in at different speeds. Some inch slowly, 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 one toe at a time, teeth clenched and goosebumps growing all over their skin. Me, I'm the jump right in type. All at once and oh so quick. It's only been a few minutes since the gates opened, and the pool is already full. There are old folks, young folks, in-between folks, and it's an ice-cold bowl of city people soup. When your head's underwater, you can't hear a thing. Not the laughs and shrieks of the swimmers, not the far-off honks of taxicabs, not the rumbling of the train. When I pop back up, at first, I don't see Mom. I spy bigger bodies, smaller bodies, taller bodies, and the smallest of all bodies, but I don't spy her body. Just as I'm starting to worry, she pops back up from under the water and calls out my name, loud. I wrap my arms around her neck and float behind her like a cape. She takes big moon man steps as she winds us through the folks. We see babies and the grown-ups as we stroll past. Some love the water, and some do not. At the pool's edge, I see lots of different types of skin, even sunburned skin. Ouch! People are swimming around us in every direction. Breaststrokers, backstrokers, butterfliers, and doggy paddlers. And plenty are just leaners, chatters. Other times we take a beat, and all at once we float. You can feel tall in the shallow end and oh so short in the deep end. Sometimes things go from still and steady to shrill and splashy, and when they do, the lifeguard's whistle blows. When it does, we all freeze like statues for a moment. And when that moment passes, we start to splash again. We Marco and we polo, we zigzag and we straight line. We make our way from wall to wall underwater or on the surface, racing, laughing, and hand over hand, edge bracing. Mom calls my name, loud. I scramble up the ladder to our towels. We break out our bagels, and I eat mine in 6 big bites. As we chew, Mom says my fingers look as much like raisins as the raisins do. Then she dabs my chin, and I jump right back in. We do flips and we do handstands. We pop up from underwater with giant grins on our faces, and then we dive back down. We line up and take turns swimming through each other's legs. We pass under and we pass through. We feel less like people and more like dolphins. Out of nowhere, a cloud appears. We cross our fingers, and then we boo and hiss as it blocks our sun. We all stop, waiting, hundreds of sunken toes tapping, all of us damp frowning, and then finally it moves. And when it does, the whole pool cheers. That's when I hear my name again, loud. Mom has my towel held wide and hers already wrapped around her. I pop out of the pool, but get her blessing to do one last cannonball. We dry off and we get dressed. We make our way back out through the gates with all those families and folks again. My fingers are firmly crossed as we do, and I hear it first, and then I spot it. The ice cream truck. Mom gets twist and I get chocolate with rainbow sprinkles. As we make our way back home, I lick quick but walk slow. I'm beat. After dinner, a book and a kiss, I float. I think of hot days, wet days, and fingers firmly crossed for ice cream cone days. I go to sleep and dream of our pool.
Yay.
Thank you.
It's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I just realized you're not wearing your medal because
My son is wearing it. Yes, I should be. Oh, yes. He could not help himself.
And it's a heavy medal.
It's really heavy. He's
Yeah.
very interested. He's going to be wearing it all summer and probably to the pool too.
This is one of the few prizes in children's literature that also comes with a monetary award, and he has the check, so
He
make
has
sure you
the
get
check,
it from him.
and he knows how my signature works, so I'm a little
geez.
concerned.
He might be off on the road.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming
was
to
such a
Hollins
pleasure.
University to accept your award. It's been an honor to have you here, and the book is so lovely. We've all
Thank
been
you so
enjoying
much.
it so much.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All
and
right.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thank you.